Hello everyone, welcome to Phasmophobia. So we have finally made it to the last large map and we finally got through all of them. So even though there's no blood moon, we are still going to one of the scariest locations for Halloween here. So I want to admit, I'm pretty sure on this Sunny Meadows, or this asylum, see I'm getting confused between the old asylum, but on both, I've only ever found one ghost I believe. So maybe we can justify that or rectify that. Now, I don't have much of a strategy. I'm going to try and get the breaker on as soon as possible. Now, the thing is, I did remember to bring in the tier 3 paramic. See, okay, these are weird noises I'm not used to. So let me kind of just get this started. I know we could go behind there if we need to, but I did look. Breaker's down here, so let's just get that on. Now, if we get lucky like we did last time, I might just walk into a room and get lucky, find the ghost. But actually, I've not used the paramic a lot. The hiding spot back here too. So yeah, there's a lot of banging noises and, I don't know, red herrings we'll call them. Yeah, these are not ghost noises. But really, this should be a pretty good map to start trying the paramic on. Because if the ghost is in this general direction, I'm gonna hear something. We checked that way a little bit. Let's stand here and check this way. But I do want to kind of talk about that more. So on the original asylum, all the way back in the day, I was kind of too afraid to deal with it. And kind of when, I think right towards the end of its life, when they were announcing Sunny Meadows was going to replace it, I did go into the original asylum and have one good game where I actually figured out the ghost. I kind of do remember it. It was just kind of on the first floor to the right when you walk in. So I do have some good memories of that old asylum. And I would kind of like if like they did another asylum, they kind of bring back some elements of the original asylum. I feel like you could take that original asylum and make it a lot more simplified and not obviously gigantic like it was before. And mainly that main area, when you walk in, that lobby area and all the rooms around that, I really miss that area. And like back in the kitchen. So I kind of do miss the original asylum. But we have some more adventures to deal with on here. Now, honestly, this paramic should help me out really big time. So another thing from watching CJ play with Insim, they did say that they're gonna change how these doors work. They're only gonna lock you in with the ghost if you're in the same area with the ghost. So like if I was way back out here and the ghost starts hunting, it's not gonna lock me in with it. And I'd still be able to like move around and I wouldn't be locked in the building, at least certain parts of the building. So that sounds like a much better idea. So, okay, what I was afraid of was just draining my sanity by being in the dark too long. Okay, summoning circle. Now, I didn't bring the camera, because I think for this investigation, I'm gonna go for the ghost type and also get the objectives. I'll try and get some media, but I mainly want to get the ghost type right. Seeing and hearing a lot of things. Now, yes, I did see this. I did find out that, yes, this bone seems to be either glitched or maybe intentionally they're just spawning it right here every time, but yeah, for some reason, the bone always just spawns right there. Not really sure if that's intentional or not. There's a hiding spot I have used a lot. Okay. This is kind of problematic, though. It would have been nice to get a cursed item that actually told me where the ghost is. Now here's what we might have to do. Might get the thermometer. Try and make sure we have some more sanity. But since I haven't walked down one of these corridors, let me walk around a little bit. Probably gonna get annihilated by a ghost. But let's take a tour of Sunny Meadows. So I've said before, sometimes finding the ghost might be the hardest part, especially on these bigger maps as a solo. So I don't think I'm gonna cut out anything just yet. I'm gonna keep walking, try and learn a little bit about this map, because there's still some rooms here I'm not familiar with. Alright, here's a hiding spot back here too. But yeah, the main thing is we don't have sanity, and I'm just kind of walking around in the dark. But it's been so long since I played this map, I'm not even really familiar with some of these rooms. I'm more familiar with the rooms on the bottom floor. And yeah, here's like the rec room on this side. I'm hoping we get really lucky like we did last time and just seeing my breath. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. No, I actually said it was lower. I think it, it's weird, because this is, I believe this paramic does work on floors above and below you. Specifically the tier 3. It's been so long since I've been through some of these stairwells. Okay, it looks like we're not going back there to hide. Well, at this point, I'm just hoping by walking around, we stumble into a ghost sound. Usually that's how I end up finding the ghost on these maps. And yes, here's Patient 7, the original over here. I don't think you can take a dead body photo or anything, but yep, she's still over here. Now, as for... I thought there was like maybe other things you could find in here. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the monkey paw tags. I think there's a monkey paw tag in here that tells you one of the wishes. But we're not getting breath in here. I'm not against the idea. Hey, this is on the floor. Does this always start here? I'm not against the idea of just getting hunted, seeing what the hell happens. So many sounds, but nothing. Oh my god. Do all these things start out here? I have no idea. There's so many things just thrown around the floor. Let me check some of these rooms. Is anyone here? Maybe I should just talk. And I might have to rely on a cursed item to tell me where the room is. But I do like this change of pace. So now we're just kind of trapped in a dark... Okay, you are around here. I knew all these items thrown around. I just heard a light switch. Now, let me run. That one's off? Okay. I don't know. I wasn't looking. I don't know if that light switch that I heard was on the paramic. I mean, it had to have been because my normal sound is muffled. But I think we found the ghost. I heard that light switch, so it's somewhere. But please tell me that light switch wasn't like on the second floor. Is the breaker on? Yes. Let me try and get some light here. I did talk to the ghost, but I don't know if it responded by turning on the light. I'm looking for that light switch, because there should be one around here flipped up. But in terms of a corridor we have to deal with, this is probably one of the better ones. I should be looking. I think it might be this one. If you turn on a light, then I guess I'd see it on. That's weird. I heard a light switch. I should have been looking at the paramic. So I wonder if I was looking this way when I heard the light switch. Could it have been way down there? Maybe it was in the other corridor. I mean, if I'm spending time here and not getting any kind of interaction. But it just goes to show, I really don't know if all this stuff on the floor started on the floor over here. But we did get something. That light switch is not going to be a coincidence. That was definitely paranormal activity. Okay. I'm not hearing anything. I figured if the ghost was around here, I'd at least get an interaction or something. So now, I'm led to believe that that light switch I heard was this way. Because I heard the light switch, but I didn't realize it was through the paramic. Because the paramic muffles any sounds that are around you. So whatever I heard must have been through the paramic, and I was pointing it this way. So let's go look for a light switch. Okay, this is the problem though. We're still gonna get trapped if we get hunted in that corridor. But if there was a light switch turned, there should be a light on somewhere, right? Let's get this on. Let's spend more time looking. Because yeah, that's the, when you play the smaller maps, you end up just kind of finding the ghost quickly. This becomes a whole different experience when you gotta find the ghost. Like this. I don't think there's gonna be a light switch in there. That was me. This is an interesting spot. I guess you could go in there and hide. It's not gonna help though if this door locks. I've not been down this way. Now historically, this is the corridor I've gotten killed in the most. I remember when this map first came out, I kept getting the ghost down here. And yes, I know this is where the meat room is gonna be. We gotta check for that light switch though. I know I heard it. There's a bloodbath. don't think I missed a door. I'm just gonna kind of go by quickly. Where is that? Did I miss the meat room? Maybe I did miss a door. And yes, I definitely remember having ghosts in this room. And then this is the stairwell. Maybe I did hear the light switch on a different floor. Oh man. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna, since we've walked down the upper corridor there, through this corridor, down through here, maybe somehow I heard a light switch up there. I'm gonna just leave the lights on. I think I lit 2 down here, so I'm not near breaking the breaker. But maybe somehow we heard a light switch up here. Is that the bone? No. Maybe I'm just going crazy. But also, so much for the paramedic helping me out on here. But yeah, I don't really mind just kind of going on this terrifying expedition through Sunny Meadows. I think this is... oh god, is this a hiding spot? I guess it is. And then I guess you could run in there. Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, then there's some of these corridors have good ends. I was really hoping we could just run into the ghost as we walked around here. There's the corridor. And somehow I've just not gotten anything through the paramic. I kind of want to check, because that's one of the objectives too, is getting some kind of paranormal sound through the paramic. I wish I could have gotten that. Maybe, what? I knew when I was going to open that book it was going to say somehow I had it. I don't know, maybe I've just heard so many damn things something actually was paranormal. I don't think the light switch counts, but... apparently we picked up some kind of paranormal sound without realizing it. It doesn't help that we may have just like gotten a shade for this run as well. I've not seen a light on, I've not seen any breath. I haven't really been walking in the rooms to see my breath. Oh, you know what though? I did kind of forget about this entire section. Okay. Well, we're at the point where we're probably just gonna get hunted. I mean, I know nothing spooky has been happening. I'm gonna do one lap around here, and if we get hunted, I'll just try and run for my life. Oh, here we go, hiding spot in here. I do think this main section is the easiest to run away from the ghost and survive. I wouldn't mind a ghost in these areas. Like, here's a room I've never really spent time in. I know the ghost can turn these washing machines on. Is anyone here? Somehow, I mean, we got the objective, but I don't think a light switch would count for the objective. So many noises in this damn asylum, though. Oh god, here's a washroom, I guess. All these sinks for dirty water. Too bad you can only take one photo nowadays. Well, here's been our tour of Sunny Meadows. I really was expecting something from the paramic. Okay, well, also, you know, here we are in the kitchen. Another room I've not really spent a lot of time in. Here's the ovens. These oh no, I guess it is the coal. I know I thought it was like burnt toast or something. Let me just check around in here. Yeah, I thought there would be a dining table somewhere around here. Man, did we just get a shade for this? I want to take a look. Since we're looking around, I want to just see some of these rooms again. I feel like I'm playing this for the first time. I know you can pick up these pieces of coal. And maybe... can they turn this on somehow? I thought maybe these could turn on, but maybe not. Well, I'm gonna finish this lap. And I don't know, we'll see maybe if there's been activity on the board. But, we might get hunted and just see where the ghost comes from. Maybe we'll just bring in a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, I've looked in there. I've heard all kinds of banging noises. Alright, let's keep roaming around this. Finally, yes! Okay, maybe you are in a cool area as well. I'm looking back here for a hiding spot. Oh, I don't think you're gonna want to hide back there. And the main thing, you can get away from the ghost. So if the ghost really is like in here, according to how far away that was, I think the ghost is gonna be in one of these rooms. Is it this one room? That was on this floor. I actually saw on the screen. that my breath? What was that? That had to have been my breath, right? Okay, oh my god, it was this room. Alrighty, cool. Took long enough, but we do have a ghost room in the section I was hoping for. So let's roam down this way. It does suck. For some reason, the light switch is right there. I mean, I guess that's alright because it's closer to the ghost room. Oh my god, there's like a schoolroom in here. And yeah, there is a hiding spot. I mean, I guess this is a hiding spot. It's not the greatest. I guess the ghost wouldn't roam all the way back in here. Alright, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop my stuff at the room. It's at the very end of this side. I don't think I really need the paramic again. Let's have that pointing that way. Okay, let's actually begin this investigation. That was like one of the longest times it took me to find the ghost. So, oh god, that was spooky looking. Okay, we got hiding spots. I don't like the idea because the ghost is gonna see me run into one of these rooms. Is that the breaker? Probably. Yeah, and then but this door is this. Yes, this is the door that locks, so we don't want to mess with that. Now, okay, good news is if I do get hunted, we can run all the way around, break line of sight, and then run in here and hide. So we have one pretty good hiding spot. I kind of left the bone, so if we take a photo of it, we can. Alright, hopefully I'm not turning on too many light switches, but at least we have a plan here, and we got to do an entire tour of Sunny Meadows, so at least we got to visit it again and see some of these rooms. Breaker isn't in too bad of a spot, so alright, maybe we can actually begin this investigation properly. The main thing I'm really happy is we just got the main section here. We don't have to worry about getting locked off in the other areas. This is by far the most fun area to get in Sunny Meadows, so we have all this area to survive in, and you can actually even look at these rooms. We got it in room 14. Okay then, let's see what happens. I'm gonna go get more equipment in here. Alright, we were at 51 sanity, and also I just decided to combine taking the sanity and also running back in here, so that's a really nice thing. We can just run right back in here after taking sanity. That speeds things up. But, so we're in professional, we're 50, we took it, so now we're going to be around 70. So, hopefully this ghost will still do stuff. We do need to escape during a hunt, so that's going to be a fun objective. Turn on night vision. So yeah, nowadays I am using all the tier 3 stuff. I do kind of prefer the tier 2 video cam, but this one's not too bad. They did fix how looking at these screens are. It's a lot nicer to hold this and look at the screen. I think my main problem was with the putting it on a tripod, of course. So once I start making more money, maybe we'll try and get the tripod going. But here's my strategy, just throw the dots in here. If the ghost roams through the doorway, at least we'll see it maybe. Now I did actually film for once. Oh god, I'm afraid. Oh, I'm afraid. We got a light switched, which I normally don't get. Oh boy, thank you. At least we're getting something. I don't know, since we haven't really been around the ghost, I don't know how active or inactive the ghost is. Originally I was saying it's a shade. Oh, okay, that was bizarre. I just saw the words ghost writing. I wasn't even really looking at it. Okay, looks like we brought in all the right stuff. Dio? Or Thay? Oh my god. Well, the Thay wouldn't have aged if we weren't near it. I feel like this is a Dio. Let me just look. Dio. Spirit box. Hi, please don't. What was the other one? Thay. It's going to be ghost orbs. Yeah, oh my god, do we have a Dio on here? Just my luck. I feel like I've been getting a lot of Dios lately. But when there's no ghost orbs in here, we know this is the room. I guess we're gonna have to mess with a Dio. I don't mind like just looping a Dio around this whole building, which we might end up doing. I would like to film that dots though. So since we know where the bone is kind of illegitimately because of the game being a little busted, I might go for a perfect game here. There we go, that's a much better dots. So I'm gonna try and bring in the other media stuff, like a video cam. Okay, yeah, I want to go for a perfect game here. I'm gonna just leave this stuff. I was gonna say did the breaker go out, but no, we just don't have a light here. Okay, I want to bring in the other media stuff. We can take a photo of the writing. We could get another book in here and film the writing too. Or did I actually get the... I thought I missed it. No, I did get the writing. I thought I missed it. Okay, we actually might have a pretty good perfect game here. I'm gonna also check sanity. We're gonna bring in the camera, photo cam, sound recorder, and then maybe something to confirm it's Dio. Let me walk here. What did we say Dio was again? Spirit box. So maybe I'll bring in the spirit box and we'll get an audio recording. But I don't know. Should bring in something to kind of get another photo. Here we are already back here. Now if it's a Dio, I'm pretty sure a Dio hunts at 45. So I'm just going to keep the sanity like that. Let's get camera, audio, and then we could do spirit box or we could try and film something. Oh, I do have the lanterns. Let me just go in with that. Alright, and also make sure we have this. No, breaker's on. Thought maybe it was dark, but no, I just haven't turned on any of the lights in the front here. Gonna hit that again for good luck. Okay, I'm gonna walk back. There's... Oh, did I don't have any photos of... I don't have photos of anything. Okay, let's, real quick, we'll run in here, get a photo of this. Also gotta remember to get a photo of the bone as we go by. Probably would have remembered that as I saw it. Yes, that was the main thing, is I wanted to get photos. So it's a little cheap that we might be getting a perfect game from the bone being there, but hey, the developers were doing it too, so I'm gonna do it while it's available. Now, we do have, no, we don't have the spirit box. I was gonna try and confirm it was a Dio, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a Diogen. Are you saying anything to us? I don't even know who this is. Brian Todd. Brian, are you here? Wish I could, like, drop this and record, but I know that would be a little too much. Alright, drop that. Yeah, we already have the door moved. So, we'll try and film that. What? I just filmed the door. I guess he was behind the door. Let me get rid of that duplicate. Already got 3 photos though. Still have room in my inventory. So that's another thing. We can take a photo of... Oh, the moment it stops, whatever. Okay, so now I really need to be careful. I'm like... Dude, that's a different sound. Oh. Too much is going on. Do we have lights? Yes. Let me step back in case this is a Dio. What is... Got the fire extinguish. That's the EMF 4 for the event. Okay. Might want to bring in the crucifix. Did we get a photo of the writing? Yes. Nice. That one was quick and easy. Let me get the light back on for the time being. Okay. I need to try and go for that dots video as well. So that's going to be an easy one, except maybe not. I'm going to stand back here. Okay, that works pretty good. He was right next to me as well. What are these random, like, EMF 4s? That was, like, after the event. Please, this is it. Okay, with those 2 ghosts, we have videos done. Very good. I always like getting videos of the ghosts instead of just kind of relying on the easy stuff. I always want one thing, either of a photo of or video of a ghost. So, okay. Maybe we will just get the crucifix in here for one easy blockage, get a photo. But we don't even need the video anymore, do we? Oh god, oh god. I'm getting stuck. Okay, let me think. We just need one more audio. Still need to escape and then average sanity, so that's why I don't want to really take sanity. Don't really need to light that, but I will. Don't really want to hear that terrifying sound again of it getting blown out. Brian, are you here? What did he... Was that my camera? What did he just throw at me? I think it was my own camera. I looked like he was throwing a rock at me. I'm a little afraid I'm going to record the duplicate of that. Brian, give us a sign even though you are here. Please don't be a duplicate. I don't think it was. Okay. Maybe we're actually gonna get a... He does not like my camera. Maybe we'll get a perfect game, and honestly, somehow, we were really lucky with just getting a Dio here. But we don't know that for sure. It's not really a mimic if there's no ghost orbs. I think we've confirmed this is your room. Kind of want to see my breath one more time just because. There it is a little bit. Alright, I think I'm gonna go get a crucifix. Maybe a smudge, even though we're probably not gonna... Let's find out if this is a Dio. It's a Dio. Oh, hello, buddy. You just want to hang out. It's funny, we were doing a tour. You want to take the tour of Sunny Meadows? I mean, you're the one who lives here. Now, see, this is where having the locked doors would kill me. This is kind of terrifying, but at the same time, as long as I pay attention to what I'm doing, we're going to be alright. It's a little... Actually, God, that is really terrifying looking at him because he's so dark with the headlamp. I guess I could take him through here. I know the farther away I get, he's going to speed up to catch up to me, but we'll just loop him around. I gotta take this guy all the way around. Fortunately, this is not a first hunt, but I still gotta deal with this the whole time. Okay, what an experience though. A Dio on this map. Nope, I think I've had Dios on the restricted, but not on the main one. Actually, not about running away, it's about walking, because the more you run, the more he's gonna go crazy. Well, if he's hunting, we need to come back. Luckily, I actually dropped everything. So I'm gonna go get a crucifix. Well, actually, I could... I just panicked and took a photo. Okay, so I could try and take a photo of him while he's hunting, but I can't delete anything else now. Let me just go get a photo of a crucifix burn, and in the meantime, somehow, well, we can use the summoning circle to drain my sanity. But okay, you know... Sometimes, like, dying is the most scary thing, but a Dio, like, it's not gonna kill me probably, but it's still terrifying having to walk that damn thing around the building, just knowing it's right behind you, and if you speed up a little bit, it's gonna be right behind you. Alrighty. And sanity still is not even close to 25. I'm gonna leave sanity how it is. I'm gonna get a smudge, just for safety, and yeah, get this for the photo. There's nothing really else I need. Maybe just get a smudge for safety. Problem is, I didn't really turn any lights on. Also, oh god, this is terrifying. I just don't want this ghost to hunt in the dark. I mean, we can still walk around the chapel with the candles on, but... Oh no. Did you really break the breaker? Let's keep going. I don't think I'm going to deal with any locked doors. That's what I mean. This map is so much better when you don't have to deal with those locked doors. He might be hunting. Not yet. But even, you know, I could, if no, this wasn't a Dio, I could even run downstairs and hide in here. So I just really enjoy this map more when you don't have to deal with all the doors locking in here. This has been one of the most fun matches I've had. I kind of wish it wasn't a Dio so I could hide properly. Oh god, here he comes. Ah. At least I know he's gonna slow down. He's just my friend. I gotta remember, he's my friend that'll kill me if he gets too close. I'm gonna try and loop him around. There's no real reason to smudge. I'm gonna just smudge if he gets too close and I screw myself over. But let's just walk the long way around. We're gonna get back to the ghost room and we're gonna block one of these hunts. Get this perfect game, not get stuck on something. See, that's the problem. I wish I had my main lamp because it's so hard to see during this. It's so stress-inducing. I know I'm running for no reason. I just gotta... Honestly, I don't even need to look behind me. Just forget about the threat behind me. I'm just gonna keep walking. Luckily, there's like not a lot in this hallway. Dude, how long are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do a whole lap around the building? And then for some reason he touches a door over there. Okay, here's the fix down. Cover this whole room. Oh god, don't go through the floor, please. There. Now we could get lucky. Get a photo somehow. God, it's so quiet now after the hunt. Where did my photo cam go? Also, yeah, I don't need two smudges on me. Get my big light because I'm tired of dealing with the darkness. Have a smudge if I need it. There's sanity. So the only thing we need is one more unique photo, and then we will have a perfect game on Sunny Meadows. Who would have thought? So, I do kind of wish we had a ghost I could hide from, but we're going to be playing... I could have tried a photo of that. I got to be careful, though. I'd rather just have the crucifix burn up. See, ghost maybe forget my train of thought. Okay, fine. Let's just get out of here, maybe. We could do one more hunt, but there's no real reason to. I'm going to take this out of the room. I kind of want to do one more hunt, just kind of walking them around now that we have the big light. Let me turn on... Where's that light switch? Oh, it's on the other side. I kind of want to take him out in the corridor. Of course, he turned the breaker back off. Let's walk around out here for a minute, though. See if the ghost wants to hang out with us out here. Okay, just have this smudge. Oh god. Oh my god. Just please slow down. Oh well, here's what I wanted. One last walkthrough of this. I'm gonna try and pull him back around maybe to the chapel. Oh god. Why do I run away from him? Well, in the future we are going to be playing this map more, but with the blood moon and stuff, we're probably going to go back to the blood moon a little bit, but I do really want to play some more games on these bigger maps, so maybe we will throw that in the mix during Halloween. I mean, we can always just make super fast ghosts and do crazy stuff on this map. Maybe we'll not try and go too far away from the entrance though. I kind of want to do a cursed hunt, just to see how long it would take them. I could have gotten a ghost photo. I forgot we had the summoning circle, so I could have gotten a ghost photo. But I've already wasted all my stuff. And I cannot use the summoning circle. It'll just get me killed. I don't think I have enough sanity to try and light it. But okay, there we go. Perfect game, somehow. Still only had 2 evidence, but we know it's a DO. Alright, let's just get on out of here. We finally did what I wanted to do, which was finally visit these other bigger maps, and this was a great run. Also very happy with that run on high school. But now that we've gotten these bigger maps out of the way, I do want to delve in more to these blood moon maps and try and maybe even go back to Nightmare a little bit. If we do the medium maps, you know, I'll try and play professional blood moons, but I would like to try and do some Nightmare blood moons and try and crank things up for Halloween. Now let's get out of here. Look at my complete board. I believe we got everything. That is a nice photo of the burning crucifix in mid-burning. Okay, as a solo player, it is kind of harder to go through some of these maps, but it's so satisfying. Like finding that ghost, finally, after walking through that whole building, it was very satisfying to finally run into the ghost. Now, for some reason, I think the game just starts loading. It did it again. We're alright now. And that was a nice 32-minute game. It's weird, when you play a bigger map, the length of the games can be so different. If that wasn't a DO, we probably could have spent some more time there. But okay, now that we've got those 2 bigger maps out of the way, next time we're going to be doing these blood moons. I really do want to see the blood moon on Bleasdale, Grafton, checking out those maps. So now we truly finally begin the Halloween celebration. I just really wanted to actually visit those big maps. I've been saying that for 2 months that we're going to do it. So we got that completed. Next time we will finally be delving into the blood moon. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.